surfaces. I don't trust in chat, we build fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Come with your goons, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Davante Adams. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Touchdown Raiders! A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but...
Touchdown, 49ers! Ty Davis-Price, 78 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on a...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have the Niners first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lance now on first down.
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage.
On first down, Lance
Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack.
Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready?
Here's Lance.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown.
George Kittle with a touchdown grab for Trey Lance. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Carr now on first down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Carr now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a play fake. Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Lance now on 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
He's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 77 yards.
And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Lance.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to...
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister.